So, it's a beautiful Friday afternoon. Here we are together, and apparently it's kind of hazy out because of fires. And if you can kind of notice, it's kind of just gray, especially over that way. Not you specifically, but there.
That side.
I'm also about to make a really dangerous observation so I just want you to know I'm a professional and don't do this without training or at home, but I'm about to ask a woman if she's pregnant. And as you can imagine, right, a lot of people, how embarrassing.
Assume.
Yeah, And so, Angie, you're looking a little roly-poly lately.
I've been eating a lot of donuts.
Are you pregnant?
I am.
Congratulations. And when are you due?
Due October 3rd,
Good.
somewhere around there.
And si Dios quiere,
Yeah.
that will be it. And so because you're pregnant, obviously, I'm going to toast to you and to your child by drinking lots of alcohol in front of you. Obviously, you don't want any, right?
Can I have a little bit?
No, we're not going to. We're not going to pickle your child in ether, but I will drink in front of you, and that's certainly.
I think that's meaner.
It is meaner, but I did bring you some water.
Oh,
so
perfect.
That's even better that you get, and on a day like this, even better.
It's very needed.
So I toast you.
Thank you.
And here we go. Oh my God, that's good. Oh, this is so
And this
good.
is-
Don't you wish you had
No,
some?
this is a lot better.
I don't think
I was
so.
pretty
I
thirsty.
can get that anytime out of the sink, frankly. All right, well, today we are talking about workers' compensation and pregnancy. And so far we haven't had anybody claim their pregnancy was a work injury. That would have been kind of unusual.
Oh, that would be really weird, actually.
Actually, it's weirdly possible, but we don't want to go
But
there.
an injury?
Well, like if...
You were accidentally pregnant?
Well, or what if, God forbid, you were sexually assaulted
okay.
and became pregnant? I could imagine, okay.
Yeah,
But I don't know if that would be, is the child an injury? But anyway,
Yeah.
that's actually not what we're talking about. What we're talking about today is if you're an injured worker on the job and you are pregnant, what are some ways that those two conditions can combine to cause mischief or problems or things that you could be told as a pregnant woman as opposed to a pregnant man.
Mm-hmm.
And what you could be told about your pregnancy and how it affects your work injury. And so the number one that we see often is the doctors want to give you some kind of treatment. Maybe they're like, well, we really need to do a lot of x-rays or CAT scans or MRIs or something, but because of the pregnancy, it's not recommended. Or we want to give you some medications, and it's not recommended. You've seen that, right?
Right.
You've seen that with folks. And then they're like, well, what do I do? They're saying, and sometimes people get this idea like, they'll get pressured from adjusters and be told, well, you should really settle your case because you can't get any further care because of your pregnancy, blah, blah, blah. And that is not true. So it is true that maybe it is possible that you could be placed temporarily at what's called maximum medical improvement until the pregnancy stops being a factor in whether or not you can get care. And then once the pregnancy is finished, then bang, you're open. But even then, that's pretty rare.
That was a little weird. Bang, you're open. Once you have the
bang, your claim is open, not you. Yeah, okay. Bang, the kid's out and your treatment's on track and everything. So I've had a number of clients who were pregnant and their treatment got delayed and they weren't placed at MMI, and then once their pregnancy was over, happily, successfully, baby joy in hand, they continue treatment. So number two is sometimes I see people who are treating and they're with restrictions, they're off work because of the restrictions, and now they're pregnant. And sometimes the insurance company will try to say, well, look, we're going to shut off your lost wage benefits because you're pregnant, and the reason you're not able to go back to work, the reason the employer isn't able to offer you a job is because you're pregnant. That's borderline, if not against the law employment-wise, but again, we don't see that, because if you are off work already due to a work injury and then something else happens and makes you worse, and I'm not even saying pregnancy, quote unquote, makes you worse, the insurance company can't shut off your lost wage benefits because of that. Because we're able to show, listen, the reason you got off work the first time in the first place was the work injury, and the law is until such time that the work injury plays no role in your being off of work, you're still entitled to lost wage benefits. So those are some things. Again, if you or someone you love or someone you kind of like or know is injured in Colorado for an on-the-job injury and they need to talk with a lawyer, remember all our consultations are completely free, and we only charge a percentage of what we get for our clients. We have offices all throughout Colorado. In fact, we have an office right now, probably with you right now, because if you have a smartphone, we can talk with you, you can talk with us, and we'll be able to help you. Call us at 970-356-9898, and we'll wish Angie happy pregnancy.
A reminder,
yes,
we also speak Spanish. Multiple people in our office do speak Spanish, so if you know somebody that speaks Spanish and has been injured, make sure to give us a call, okay?
And we kind of speak Pig Latin, Atenlay, or something like that. Okay, so now I'm told we have to look at the camera, because when they do the still shot for the video, they need us to look at the camera for a while, so just look at the camera.